This quote by the American actor Leonardo DiCaprio, he said, drugs, everyone has a choice, and I choose not to do drugs. So now please let me share this small video with you.
Sometimes someone hurts you so bad. It stops hurting at all. You ask, even if you listen, you don't really hear or see or feel.
So the addiction to drugs starts from the door of experiment or curiosity, or curiosity on what does it feel to the individual pleasure at the moment of experience only. So I'm not here to tell you what is the right or what is the wrong. I'm here to educate you in order to help you with any situation that might affect your thinking of using drugs. I have been surprised by the number of people that drugs were affecting their lives and destroying it. So I decided to do some research about this subject. And I will inform you of the reason why drugs is my topic today and why we should be aware of it. First, I will talk about how does the drugs affect the whole family, not only the addicted person in this family. Then I will discuss how can we help someone if they are on drugs. And finally, I will look at why do some people become addicted while others don't. First, how does the drugs affect the whole family? According to SAMHSA, they said in 2015, National Survey on Drugs Use and Health, 22.2 million people aged 12 years and above had a substance use disorder, including drugs and or alcohol addiction. One of the most dangerous effects of the drugs is the resulting family disintegration, where the family disputes are compounded by the financial requirement of the addicted to obtain drugs, which affects the economic situation of the family. In many cases, affordable families have become poor families seeking help from others because of the presence of an addicted individual. Just that I told you about how does the drugs affect the whole family, not only the addicted person in this family. Next, I will discuss how can we help someone if they are on drugs. According to Christina Fernandez from the Recovery Village at Umitela, she said on January 9, 2019, helping a loved one struggling with drug or alcohol addiction is often a long and heartbreaking journey. At times, it can be so overwhelming that ignoring the situation may seem like an easier solution. By helping these addicted people get adequate protection and support, these addicted people are willing to change. They are willing to change with the help of someone because they cannot do it by themselves. In fact, help should focus on individual adopting a healthy lifestyle and identifying the psychological and emotional causes that lead to addiction. And in this way, solving it without the use of drugs to prevent them from going back to it. After discussing how to help someone using drugs, next I will look at why do some people become addicted while others don't. According to Addicted Science, they said on September 6, 2017, a good emotional environment can lessen the likelihood of addiction. The pressures and problems of life push many people to escape realities they live in, any way possible. Sometimes the search for lost happiness is a major cause of addiction. A person believes that by absent-mindedness, he or she may find happiness. Trying to avoid these life pressures by absent-mindedness and perhaps with drugs or alcohol is how they see way out of their crisis. Now, let's wrap up. First, I talked about how does the drugs affect the whole family. Then I discussed how can we help someone if they are on drugs. And lastly, I looked at why do some people become addicted while others don't. I inform you of the reason why we should be aware of drugs and why my speech was about it. I like to share this quote by the American writer Alan Sanders: "Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans." Thank you.